We're all scared to fail in life, but what most people don't realize is that you fail before you even start. And the reason why is because you never begin. You need to go head first into your plan A and see where life can take you, like how social media has done for me. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Pamela and today we're going to be talking all about how YouTube is changing my life in the best way possible. I want to take you guys down memory lane today and really go back into how I got started on YouTube, my journey into finally taking it seriously, some of the things that I learned when I got monetized, how I did, and what life is like now that I am actually taking it seriously. But as you can see from my views, my subscriber count, just all of the numbers, it may not add up to the title of this video. Like, you guys are probably thinking that I have millions of followers if this is your first time watching me, but I want to share this with you because we all hear online about these really big successful people that have these really great stories and how they got to where they are today, but not a lot of people talk about what life is like when they are in this current stage that I am in, maybe in the stage that you are in, where things are still a little bit small, but you're up and coming and you're still working towards your dreams and your goals. And today I really want to dive into that and really give you guys the breakdown on if you are debating to be a content creator, a YouTuber, or anything in between, then this is your sign. I have been obsessed with YouTubers and YouTube probably since before I was a teenager. It goes all the way back to middle school, and I remember being like 11, 12 years old and I was just obsessed with YouTubers like My Life as Ava, Nikki and Gabby, I Justine, Jaclyn Hill, Cute Girls Hairstyles, like all of these YouTubers that were in different spaces. I was obsessed with their content. Not only did I love what they were putting out there on the internet, but I was obsessed with their lifestyle and the fact that they were able to create this platform and this audience and just kind of like make a name for themselves. Because I was so young, I wasn't allowed to have my own YouTube channel, so the next best thing for me was just to create music videos with my siblings, do little things around the house, direct things on iMovie and using Video Star. That was super fun for me, obviously, but I didn't actually take social media seriously until my senior year of high school. It was back in June 2020. It was the same month I graduated, and it was the summer right before I was going to be a freshman in college. So I decided that I was going to go all in on Instagram and just post as much as I could, and I would literally just like post on my blog, post on Instagram, email hundreds of brands every single day, every week, until Instagram literally would block me from being able to message people, and I would just do it all, and I would stay up really late doing everything that I could to just get my name out there and get people to know me and my work. And it wasn't until 2022 that I finally bought a camera. I caved in during Black Friday. I got the Canon content creator kit that was on sale at Target. It was $499. This was a very big purchase, and I was a sophomore in college, so I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work out, but let's just see. So for a whole year, from October 2022 until the following year, I only posted a few videos, like nothing crazy, and then it continued for 2 years later until June 2024. I posted, I think, around 70 videos during this 2-year period that only had gotten me to about 1,700 watch hours, and you need 4,000 to get monetized plus 1,000 subscribers. My watch hours were really fluctuating because some months I would post, other months I wouldn't, and so it was just very up and down until June 2024. That was when I decided that I was really just going to take this whole social media thing back. I was going to find my spark again, and I was going to do everything possible to not only get monetized, but also see if I can just bring the fun back in YouTube, because I literally would dread making videos. I would dread editing because I wasn't good at it and it would take me a very long time. So when I decided last month in July to go all in, I saw the most amazing thing happen. I literally changed my entire routine from when I would wake up to when I would go to sleep. I started caring about my content again, and I was caring less about the numbers and I was caring more about what I was putting out there. And so I would literally make everything into content. I was carving out my day into hour by hour increments, and I was really focusing on editing, and the more I did it, the better that I got, and the shorter it would take me to get videos out, which is why I was able to post 14 YouTube videos in July. Because of that, it led me to almost 4,000 watch hours in a month. After over 2 years of posting, I literally was able to finally hit the mark in a month. And I have a whole YouTube video on the exact step-by-step tips and exact pieces of advice that I used to hit that monetization mark. But social media and YouTube specifically has really changed my life in the best way possible. So I want to give you guys 6 tips and little pieces of advice that I've noticed, not just in my journey as a small YouTuber and a small creator, but just also as a person that's been on social media for a very long time. So I want to give you guys hope in your YouTube journey, no matter what step or what stage you are in. So let's get into some of the tips. Tip number 1 is you learn new skills and your editing also develops. So as I said previously, because I was filming more, I started editing more, and my biggest pain point as a creator was editing. For the life of me, I could not sit down and focus on editing a YouTube video. Up until recently, it would literally take me days to edit a video, and by the time I would get it uploaded, I would already mentally just be dreading the next video that I had to film, the next video that I had to edit, and it would literally just sit in my iMovie draft for weeks. But the more that I did this, the more I filmed and edited, the better that I got. And I learned new skills, like I said in my YouTube video on how I got monetized. I started watching interviews and I started taking advice from people that were already at the top and learned what were their secrets, what were their habits, what were the things that they were doing that kind of led them to where they are today. And so Mr. Beast is obviously a really big one who is dominating the YouTube space. And I said this in another one of my videos, which is that he kept trying something new in each of his videos and he kept trying to learn something new. So instead of making the same routine style video, instead of posting the same kind of content, he would try to switch it up in each video and do something new, not just for the betterment of himself to learn something new, but also for his audience to see what people would pick up on. When he was taking this feedback from people and seeing if they were reacting to a new editing skill he added in or whatever it was, it helped him try something new in each piece of content. And this is helpful as a creator because if you keep recycling the same editing style and the same formats of content and you start to lose hope, like people aren't viewing your content, it becomes boring for you. You lose that excitement, and that is what was happening with me. I was posting all of these vlogs and I was getting kind of sad because no one was watching it and I was just seeing low views until I finally decided to switch up all of my content. And it's kind of the same thing with a door. Like for example, if you keep trying to open a door in the exact same way and it's not opening, you obviously have to try a new way. And so the same thing can be with YouTube. Try to learn some new strategies, new editing features, whatever it is, and just see what will work for you. Because like I said, I was posting vlogs constantly, no one was watching them, and it made me less motivated and less excited to want to post on YouTube. But instead of giving up entirely, I just switched up my content. I redid my thumbnail strategy. I changed up the titles. I added a microphone that I now use to fix my audio quality, and instantly I saw changes in a month. So this strategy of learning new skills and editing development has changed my life because now I take this tip into everything that I do, even over on TikTok and Instagram. If one thing doesn't work, I move on to the next and I see what happens. I will try new headlines, new intros, a new kind of text on screen, voiceovers, anything to just see what people are watching and staying on. And it also keeps me on my toes because I get to constantly try new things, and it's honestly really fun. Tip number 2 is community, comments, and connection. So this is my favorite part of YouTube, and that is specifically the comments. I love all of the comments that I get on YouTube. My community on here is just unlike any other. I obviously love TikTok and I love Instagram, but YouTube specifically has one of the best communities. I've just noticed that people are so much more kind on here. They're so much more sincere and genuine. I have all these amazing comments literally because of you guys. So I promise you, like the first thing that I do every morning when I wake up is I check my YouTube studio and I refresh it like every hour to see if there's new comments, because I think that they're so kind and I always try to respond to as many as I can. But you can create as much content as you want and you can continue to care about the numbers and the followers, but the community is literally where it is at. And the amount of people that have come up to me at events or things in person in real life and have told me like, I started social media because of you, or I helped them land their first collaboration, that genuinely makes me so happy because I feel like, wow, I was able to help one person out. Like I was literally able to help someone out because of my videos and what I put out there for free. And even even with my lifestyle videos on here, people say that my videos feel like we're just chatting with a friend, or I've gotten a comment before where someone said, I have no one in my life to talk about these things with, but these videos are great and I love your videos. And that just makes me so happy. It makes me so grateful for the community that we've built on here, because we are small, but we are strong, and that is what matters. And with YouTube, you're going to notice that as you post more, your videos are going to start going to the right audience. Your videos are going to start hitting the right home feeds, and people are going to start coming to your channel, and they're going to be gravitated to it, and you are going to notice that growth, and it is going to be a little bit slow, but it's going to be steady. And like I said, that's what I've noticed in all of July. As soon as I started posting, and even now in August, I've already hit over 100,000 views in the past 28 days on here, which I think is crazy. I cannot stop saying how much the connection and the community of YouTube, like how strong it is. It's absolutely crazy. You're gonna notice that when you start posting more consistently on here and you start hitting that exact target audience it is that you want. Tip number 3 is you get to build and improve your personal brand. So having a personal brand and building it up through social media is something that can honestly benefit you in so many ways, not just for your creator journey, but also maybe your career long term. And building a personal brand, it also helps you connect with others in your industry. You get to build credibility for yourself, and you also get to attract new opportunities for yourself. Like I said before, I started posting on social media and taking it seriously back in 2020. It wasn't until years later that I finally started getting really cool opportunities, going to events, going to in-person things, getting invited to speak on panels, and so much more. And it's literally because I just put myself out there. I shared content about what I loved, and I created genuine connections with people. And when it comes to YouTube, I really think that it's not just a superior platform because of the monetization opportunities and the fact that you get to make passive income while you sleep, but it's also because you get to share longer form content about yourself and your life and what you're passionate about. You don't have to worry about cutting something down or cutting your day down into a 60-second video to try to keep people's attention. You can do self-growth and mindset videos like me. You can do hauls or visual podcasts, like whatever it is, you get the opportunity to grow your personal brand on here, and it builds up so much for you. And I feel like through YouTube is where people really get to know your personality a little bit better. And I've said before too in my YouTube monetization video, a really good strategy for people that like to post vlogs but want to build a community is use vlogs to build that sense of connection with your audience and throw it in between your more informative content. Try to be informative and educational and leave your audience with learning something new from your videos, but sprinkle in those vlogs of you doing something throughout the day, or maybe you have some sort of exciting event. Whatever it is, use vlogs as a way for people to get to know you, but of course have your regular pieces of content and regular videos that you post that leave people with something new, that they learned something new from you. Tip number 4 is motivation, inspiration, and personal growth. So when you post on YouTube, you are not only just going to inspire yourself, but you are going to inspire other people to take action, pursue their own goals, make their passions and their dreams come true, achieve whatever it is that they want. And you would really be surprised at just how motivational YouTube can really be. Like I said before, Mr. Beast is a great example. You can go back and see his videos from probably a decade ago, where he was just a kid. He was still growing up, and he was like, in 5 years, let's see where I am on YouTube. If you guys have never seen those videos, I definitely recommend to go back and watch them, because I think it's really cool. It's kind of like a mini time capsule. Posting online really helps you build that confidence, build that inspiration, and really see a difference in the way that you are. And an example of this is with the content that I post. I specifically focus on mindset, wellness, productivity, all those kinds of things. And as I continue to grow and learn and adapt every day, because of course we are all human, we're learning every day, I like to take this back online and share it with you guys. So I said it before, but we don't give enough people like you and me, the smaller creators making the content and still hustling, the credit that we deserve, because we are the ones, like I said, we're still hustling, we're still grinding, and we are pursuing something that only we see in our head. We see this vision and this life in our head, and that is what keeps us going. And that is what personally gets me up in the morning. That's what makes me want to turn my camera on like this and get my work done and engage with people. Because when you start posting and you start creating, or you just do something that you're passionate about, you see a change in everything it is that you do. The things around you become different. You start seeing and finding new opportunities. You start being more confident and wanting to take risks, make chances for yourself, and so much more. And it's all because you take this leap of faith and you decide to go on this journey. And I know that that may sound a little bit crazy for just being a content creator, but it is honestly so true. And we see it in so many new up and coming creators that they took a chance on it. They just started posting for fun, or maybe they did take it seriously and they were able to get so many amazing opportunities and really reap the rewards of that. So you never know where life can take you. And that tip can really be applied for anything it is in life that it is that you want to do, not just content, but being more confident in little ways and doing things that you're passionate about, because it shows up in other ways in your life. Tip number 5 is stop obsessing with the numbers and the views. So you have to go against this obsession with the numbers. The key is really to just make content that is good and that you are passionate about. And I said this to a girl yesterday, and we were talking about social media, and she said that she would not take on this specific kind of partnership or brand deal ever because she doesn't really believe in it. And she's just like, I would never do this. And someone asked her, like, even for a big chunk of change, even for a good amount of money, you wouldn't do it. And she said no, because she literally just does not believe in it. And what I said back to her was, even if you took on that partnership or that opportunity, your audience would know if it is genuine or not. They would know if it is authentic to you. And I said this because this is how I look at my content. I loved posting vlogs and it was fun, even if I didn't get a specific message out there about me, but I got people to know me a little bit better, my more personal side. That was still fun for me. But I don't believe that the vlogs really showed the side of me that I show you guys today, which is all about mindset, self-growth, productivity, all those things. I wouldn't even be making this kind of content if I didn't resonate with it in any way. Like, why would I make content about productivity and self-growth and all of these things if I didn't have some sort of connection to it personally? That's why I said that to the girl, is that even if you took on that partnership or that brand deal, your audience would know. They would kind of feel like, yeah, this doesn't really connect back with her and like her previous content. And it's the same thing with me. If I would have never experienced certain things that I did in my life, I would not even be able to give half of the advice that I do in my new videos about all this kind of content, because I wouldn't resonate with it in any way. Those past experiences are what brought me to where I am today. That's why I am able to connect fully with you guys on all the videos that I make, because I genuinely feel the same way about you. I had no one in my life that also wanted to focus on themselves and being better. They just wanted to focus on being cool with the popular people in town, caring about materialistic things, you know, who was important and stuff. And I never really cared about that. Obviously, when you're young, you want to be cool, you want people to like you. But I was so focused on making a name for myself and building a brand and taking a chance on me and my dreams and seeing where my life can take me. And it all started all those 4 years ago, right before I entered college. I was like, what can I do? When I really let go of all of the outside noise, such as numbers and analytics, and I really focused on just doing what I love and making good videos, that is what changed the game for me. The more you worry and obsess in the wrong way over things, the more that it will not prosper or thrive. So if you focus on the fact that you have no money or you don't have a lot of followers, you're not going to get money, you're not going to get a lot of followers. And if you focus on what you have and what is in front of you and what you're grateful for, more things are going to prosper and your dreams honestly will come true. You just have to let go of what you don't have. Know that even if you have low views or little to no engagement, it doesn't mean that it's a bad video, because look at it in this way. Let's just say you only get 50 views on your video. Imagine 50 people following you around, or imagine you're speaking to a room of 50 people. The same thing can be applied with your content. Even if you get 100 views, imagine you're speaking to a room of 100 people. Like, when you really break it down and make it into a bigger picture, you're like, wait, that is a lot of people. And if I can even influence 50 to 100 people, that is still amazing. And you should still be grateful for that. The last and final tip, which is tip number 6, is get out of your head, be consistent, and have fun. This is more of a 3-in-1 tip, but it all really ties in together. You have to get out of your head. We spend a majority of our lives living inside of our head. And there's this quote from William James that I've seen on LinkedIn, which is that if you can change your mind, you can change your life. Because our mind, it is truly such a powerful and strong tool, but you have to use it carefully and you have to use it widely. My video on overcoming limiting beliefs really dives into how our brain doesn't know the difference between what's actually real and happening in front of us versus what we choose to think or believe. And that's why a lot of really successful people have said that in order for you to get to the top or start to climb the ranks, you kind of have to be delusional in a way and be a little bit crazy and out of the box. You have to believe and feel so strong about what it is that you love and what you're passionate about, because that is what is going to keep you going. And you have to be consistent even when nothing is showing up. This quote that I've said in most of my other videos videos is that just because it is taking time, it doesn't mean it is not working. And we can work for 4 years, we can work for 5 years, whatever it is. And on that 5th year or on that 6th year is when something might actually happen. Yesterday, when I was walking through the park with my sister, she said all of the work that I am doing right now, like as a content creator and going to these events and doing these really cool things, it shouldn't go unnoticed. And that the things that I've done as a 22-year-old are things that I should be proud of, because most people don't even get to accomplish that at my age, or even half of those things by a certain age. And she said that the one thing that I'm doing, like once it pops off, once Valdez Agency and my business really takes off, it is only going to be uphill from there, and that is when the real work starts. I loved that because I feel like so many of us rush through our lives and we try to skip to the good part so quickly, but where we are right now is really where we should be grateful for. And the same thing is with your content. One day, when you have the millions of followers or you have all the things it is that you want, you are going to remember these small moments right now. The moments of you prepping to get your video ready and getting up early to film, or filming when you don't want to, editing for hours, all of those things that we look at now and we sometimes dread, we are going to look back in a few years and thank ourselves for the version that we are today, because that is what is eventually going to get us to where it is that we want to be. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope that it inspired you to not just start your journey on social media and YouTube, but whatever it is that you want to achieve in life. I really believe in you guys, because you deserve to have all of your dreams come true. Thank you for all of the positive love that I get in all of my videos. You guys are seriously the best, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.